Hey, it's Lynn Brown. Welcome to episode 105 of the Gritty Women Global Podcast. As you know, I'm a results coach. Now, as I've shared before, the first half of my life, I literally spent people pleasing, and I was a world-class warrior. If that was not enough, I felt like I was in a mental prison. I mean, my thoughts held me captive. And then one day, I just had enough. And I drew a line in the proverbial sand. And I said no more. We're so funny. I don't know if you're anything like me, but have you ever done this? Like, I see someone that's lost weight and I'll say, oh, how'd you do it? I mean, like I don't know. But more times than not, that question rolls out. And the more that I dive into this growth journey, the more I realize that we have all the answers within us. The questions we ask, we already know the answers to those questions we ask. I've had coaching clients ask me before, how did you break through your past? How do you break through all those limiting beliefs? And I wish I could tell you that it didn't take work, but y'all, it does. And even today, I'm just going to be totally transparent with you. I got hooked. I was minding my own business, and before I knew it, I started minding someone else's business. Then I recognized that feeling, that resentment, that feeling, that warm fuzzy feeling that washes over you. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but that it's a cross between, well, I heard somebody say the other day that resentment is really envy. So that was a cross between a little resentment, a little envy. And before the spiral really began, I just snapped. I took one of my tools out and I asked myself, is what you're thinking really the reality? Is it really the truth? And of course it wasn't. And I tell you this to let you know that your thoughts are subtle. They're so tricky and they're subtle, and you have to be so aware of them. But for more years than I want to admit, honestly, y'all. I mean, honestly, when I say the first half of my life, I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating there. I was totally unaware. I just had no idea that these thoughts and these limiting beliefs were driving my results, my behaviors, my actions, everything. Now, being a church-going girl from the South, raised in a small town, great family, all that, I sang the songs, I learned the Bible verses, I went to church 2 to 3 times a week. But hear me now, I'm not saying anything against church. I'm just talking about my belief. Those thoughts and the beliefs that I had about myself, the insecurities that I had, the stories that I had already programmed myself to believe about me, overshadowed any flannel board study school lesson I learned. I mean, growing up, one of my nicknames was Fat Gal. Now, it was not intended to be malicious. It was a joke. It was one of those jokes, haha, that aren't really funny. But I began to self-sabotage myself, not physically, but emotionally and mentally. As early as 5 and 6 years old, I can remember feeling less than, that I was not enough. And as the nicknames, came more frequently and started to come, the laughs and the jokes, they all fortified my belief. And so the outside chatter actually controlled my move, every way I performed in extra activities after school or in school, reading, my work. I suffered in silence, and these patterns intensified through the years as elementary school and into high school and adulthood, and the proof was there. I mean, I just felt like, well, this is the way it is. I can't change. I constantly broke promises to myself. I would say, I want to learn how to play the guitar, and I would start, and then I would get in my mind that it was too hard. I did that with piano lessons. I did it with dance. All these creative areas of my life, I would start and I wouldn't finish. But I couldn't see how to move past it. I didn't know then that I had the power within. The answers were all inside. But I want to ask you a question. What about you? Are you aware of an obstacle or a roadblock, something that's preventing you from achieving more? And it doesn't really matter what area of your life that you are thinking about right now, but can you see the roadblock? And if you can, great. That's step one. I mean, congratulations. Yay, give yourself a star, pat yourself on the back, because if you can't see it yet, don't judge yourself. Don't beat yourself up about that, but no worries, because you will see it. As your awareness grows, you will see it. So here's an action step for you. I want you to get out some paper and write down your roadblock. Now, you don't have to do it right now while you're listening, but just sometime in the next 24 hours, write down your roadblock. And be thinking into the next 6 months of 2021. When December 31 rolls around, where do you want to be? Better yet, what are you willing to take responsibility for? December 31st, what are you willing to take responsibility for? So I just want you to think into that one question. In the meantime, feel free to reach out to me as our coaching partnerships are open. Also, you can visit grittyglobal.com, and you can sign up to be a part of our 30-day Gritty Mindset Masterclass. It's a $47 product that you can come in and just have accountability partner. So stay gritty. Remember, it's the new strong. I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.